the last time they didn't let me upload the video when I had music in it. Hey everyone, I hope this video finds you well. I just wanted to pop on and do a quick message, and this is for anybody that's ever been cheated on. This is not going to be a happy video. So it's for anyone that's been like led on, gaslit for knowing, just let down. Okay, we've all been there, and just, yeah, and it sucks. So I wrote something and I thought I would just talk about it and share it for anybody that's been through it and could feel it. Maybe it would help set us free. I think the worst part is just being lied to straight to your face. When you like wanted to trust them, and someone looking in your eyes and literally just lying so confidently that you were confused and you didn't know. But the truth is always there. Like the red flags are always there, but like you didn't know if you should trust your inner voice and your your inner, this is difficult to talk about, so I'm gonna stutter. You didn't know if you should trust your inner voice and the inner knowing, your intuition, or them, because there was hope there. That's what they thrive on, false hope, right? That's what I'm going to talk about in a sec. That's what they bank on, right? And a part of you wanted it, wanted to believe them, and they knew that, and they just took advantage of it, and it fucking sucks. It does. So I'm going to read what I wrote. But hey, at least we got away, or we're getting away, because in essence you dodged some real BS. So Spirit's got your back, and listen, always trust your intuition. Always trust your inner knowing, okay? Because it's always there. The red flags are always there, the truth's always there. They don't like that, but it is there. Okay, I'm gonna read it to you now. I'm gonna read what I wrote, because I was really feeling it coming up for like processing and needing to be felt. And because there's a lot of mixed emotions after something like that, right? And they need to be processed, right? When they're pent up, you need that release, you need to let it out. It's not good to hold anything inside, because that's just gonna make you sad and attract all sorts of other things that we don't want. Okay, so this poem, I don't know if it's a poem, but this piece of writing is titled, How Do You Sleep at Night? And I'm gonna begin. I'm so I feel a little nervous, but whatever. How do you look at yourself in the mirror? Face yourself, sustain yourself, and feel happy with yourself? How do you get to just walk away scot-free, go on with life so callously after all the turmoil, the chaos, confusion, and destruction you caused around you? You wreaked havoc everywhere you went, almost like a walking nightmare, dressed like everyone's fantasy dream person. Your fuel, false hope, and the lies you hide behind. How did you simultaneously lead on 4 people at the same time, all while having a full-time job, juggling us in your nightmare reality like the clown that you obviously are? But the bigger question is, how did you fool us, making us the ultimate clowns, for seeing any remnant of hope in you? In the misery of your existence, deeming you worthy, all while you saw us as dolls, puppets in your sick, gruesome play. How do you get away and still have people fooled in any type of way? I don't know if I should end it here or if I should say this next part. It was so embarrassing finding out from a friend that looked at me with the most pity I have ever received. Oh, you didn't know? They said. Oh, I knew, sweetie. Every sickening step of the way, I knew. But he was a master manipulator, a pathological liar, a serial gaslighter, a womanizer, an abuser. The warning signs are always there, you all. Please trust them and avoid this awful experience/lesson. And warn your daughters about predators like this out there, because a lot of us were raised only learning how to please and be of service to a man and to others. But we're never given a proper forewarning or education on the types of red flags to watch out for and how to protect ourselves, essentially. And just always trust that inner voice and trust yourself. Because the truth really is all around us. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them waste any of your precious time or energy. Because if they had it their way, they'll keep dragging a bunch of individuals along for as long as they possibly can. It's sad, but it's true. It's all just a game to some people, unfortunately. They have no limits until you choose yourself and love yourself enough to leave and do better. Until you realize that you deserve better. I'll get back to this in a second, but I really just want to say, you deserve loyalty at the very least. I mean, come on, Jesus in Christ, that's the bare minimum, okay? Like, I even did a funny short the other day where I was just talking about men and, like, just cheating in general is just disgusting. Like, the part that's disgusting is the lying, the deceitfulness, why are you lying? I will never understand why people lie. Like, why are you lying? Just be honest. Oh my God. Sure, some people aren't into monogamy. That's not even the point. The point is, why are you lying to people? Why are you leading them on false hope, playing with them and their emotions? It's disgusting. May we all just never attract that kind of energy again in our lives. Oh my God. I don't wish this lesson on anyone, honestly. The worst part is the false hope, like I was just saying. And the amount of times they made you out to be the crazy one. All while you were right to react and sense things that were going on all along. All those lies, oh my God, straight to the face while looking in my eyes. How do you face yourself? Anyway, then it just goes into what I just said. May we all find better. And how all of this entire lesson of a sucks. And that's that. I just had to get that out there, and I feel like recently I'm being like, I don't know, I just feel like talking and speaking up a lot more and vocalizing things, whereas before I would just simmer and sit there like a little crock pot that's like and about to explode, and I would just keep it all inside until it started to physically manifest, actually. And I began realizing that was not the way, and I was being called to speak up and use my voice and stand up for myself and others too, I guess. I've done some other videos. I know this is so random and I don't know if this is the time, but I've done some other videos and which I still need to post, but I don't know if this just really came up. It was like a strong, like, so I was like, okay, let me do this. And yeah, I hope it was able to help us all, I guess. And I know that I'm always saying to people that come to me for advice, I'm always like, look, in the grand scheme of things, it was a lesson, and people either cross our paths to be like a lesson or a blessing, and and yada yada yada, and like, yeah, like logically that makes sense, right? And it's true, I get that, right? We needed those lessons. But sometimes it takes a little bit longer for the heart to accept and catch up with what the mind already knows, right? So be patient with yourself through the process of healing. and I guess grieving as well in a sense. Be kind to yourself, be kind to anyone else that you know around you that may be going through that may be struggling with this. And patience, right? Patience. Time heals all wounds, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Right.